Hey guys, what's going on? This is Adam Evermiller with AETutsPlus.com, and today we're going to be creating some fun little popsicle stick puppets. Very simple technique, but I just had to put together a commercial really quick, and I came up with a real handy workflow that just made it super fast, and so I thought I would share that today. This whole spot was inspired by the intro for Jake and Amir from College Humor. I'll just play that for you real quick.
Hey, you're watching Jake and Amir. Let go of me! I'm not touching you. Why not?
All right, and so they're funny guys. Check it out. That's all good. But with that in mind, I wanted to create my own kind of popsicle stick. It looks like I had little pictures that I had cut out and basically just like you did when you were a kid, maybe glued it to a popsicle stick for a craft and made little puppet show or whatever. And so so that's what we're gonna create. This, I mean, you could apply this to an engagement video, or you could apply this to a commercial like I did, or anything if you want to like just tell a quick story, but maybe don't have time to go out and shoot any original footage, but just have a couple stills. It's just a fun way to kind of bring it all in there, and it just adds an extra element. So really quick, let's just I'll just jump right in and create a new comp and just show you the workflow that I did. So first thing is I needed a popsicle stick. So I just went and got one. I have a photo of one here, which I'll include in the project files. Not too difficult. Just take a picture of one, or you can download the project files if you're a premium member, and it'll be there ready for you. But then from there, I needed to basically bring in my object. So with each object, if you look at the original one, it'll have the object and then kind of some borders around the outside, which kind of helps separate it and just kind of add a little bit of depth there to it, as well as the drop shadow. But to save me from having to do that time and time again with each new thing that I made, each new asset, I just worked together a really quick little workflow. And so first thing that we're going to do is we want to drag in our stick here. Let's see here. Stick, I'll drag it down. Okay, so I have that, and I will scale it up and bring it to right there. Okay, and I want to have that kind of close towards the top. And then I'm just going to randomly drag in a, let's see, which is a good picture. All right, this big burger picture. All right, so I'll drop it in, and then I'm going to scale it to where I want. The next step that I want to do is I want to pre-compose this burger, because that's the element that I'm going to be replacing here in just a little bit. So in this case, I'll just call this one burger pre-comp. Okay, and then I can duplicate this layer, and then I'll turn it off. With the one below it, let's go ahead and add a quick fill, and I'll give it kind of like a dark red. And I'll turn this top one off. Okay, then I'm gonna scale it up just a little bit. So I see that was at 82. I'll go ahead and scale this up to maybe like 84. Just scale it up a little bit, and then I'm just gonna give it a little rotation, maybe just like 2. Okay, and then let's go ahead and duplicate this, and then we'll fill it with a different color, maybe like a really dark green, Okay, I'll give this a negative rotation of 2. Okay, and I'm going to scale this up a little bit more, maybe to like 87. Okay, and then when I pop that top layer back on, I have kind of a nice cutout sort of a feel. It's, obviously these are sharp edges. When I even cut out these pictures in Photoshop, I intentionally didn't round out the edge of the bun or anything. I kind of left it a little choppy because that just gives them more dimension to the corners there, which is it's supposed to look like it was done with real scissors. So so once I have that, then I can simply come over here and create a new comp, and then I can drag it right in. So here's my burger pre-comp, and then I'm just going to have that one be called burger. Okay, so burger and burger pre-comp. I drag in burger, and it's good to go. I can simply bring it down a little bit, take the anchor point, holding down Y. I could take the anchor point and drag it down to here. If I lower it down a little bit more, then bringing the anchor point down there, I can just hit R alt click and wiggle. Maybe give it a quick wiggle of like 230. So that'll give it just like a little bit of a wiggle, and that might be a little too much. Let's take a look here real fast. Okay, 30 might be a bit much, so we can take that down to 15. And then let's also bring up the position and give that a little wiggle as well of, let's say 150. Okay. And the key thing here is that, you know, the anchor point's there, so it needs to look like there's somebody holding it down here at the bottom rather than, you know, having it wiggle around up there. So make sure to always drag your anchor point down a little ways. You know, from there, really, you can just take your rotation, just animate it, bring a position as well, and then we'll rotate it off screen, bring it down there, and then give them both a little easy ease, and you know, then you got your animation kind of coming in. We'll make that happen a little bit faster. All right, and then reverse it right here. Okay. Okay, sweet. So now we have it popping in and then jumping off. So that's the basic start. But what's nice here is, okay, so we have our one burger. Well, now we want to create that element again. Well, instead of starting from scratch, what we can do is we have our burger and our burger pre-comp. We'll just go ahead and hit Option D or Command. Well, what is it? Or you can just come up here to duplicate, and then we'll just go ahead and rename this. So we'll rename this one Ninja, and then we'll rename pre-comp 2 to Ninja pre-comp. Okay, so then grabbing both of these, okay, we still see that Ninja is that, but then if we go to the Ninja pre-comp, where before we had our burger, now we can drop down a Ninja, drop it in place. It's obviously not the right size, so we'll scale it down a little bit, kind of center it where we want it. We'll get rid of the burger, and then going back over here into Ninja comp, obviously it's not the same, so we'll grab all these instances of the burger pre-comp, and we will change them, holding down Alt, and then replacing it. So now it is a Ninja pre-comp. And so then if we come back over here to our main comp, we can duplicate this one, bring it over a little ways. Let's just change the, let's change the position here real quick. Well, actually, in this case, I'll just change the anchor point just to make it quick. And then I can grab it and Alt drag and replace. So now I have two. Okay, well, my anchor point's off, but you get the idea. As far as a quick replacement, there you have it. It won't be exactly the same because my position is going to move. But as far as swapping out and dropping in a new element, and I did this, you know, like 40 times over. It's just really quick, and all of a sudden now you have, you know, these talking people. Of course, you can make these 3D as well by just enabling that, and then now you can, you know, kind of have them flip on a little ways as they kind of come into play, or as they come onto screen. You can maybe give them a little bit of a, you know, a little X rotation, kind of boing up wiggle there, but. Yeah, that's the basic gist of this quick tip. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Have fun. Oh yeah, and then when you're done, maybe layer style, give it a quick like drop shadow, just to, let's see, distance, and then size. You know, give them a quick little drop shadow, and it'll feel nice. So anyway, that's it. Adam Evermiller with AEtutsPlus.com. Hope you guys enjoyed it and have fun popsicle stick puppet show making. All right, bye.